What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Faraday Future, ticker is FFIE. This stock has been on a very nice run, but I want to give you a good overview of why it is going down 10.47% and where I see things going, at least in the short term. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So like I said, 10.47% down, and that is largely because of two things. One of which is shorts. So shorts right now are increasing almost 8 million shares. That's 17.56% of the free float. It works out to be 189 million shares overall being shorted. Cost of borrow is going up a little bit, so 10.3%. But shorts are taking advantage of more so the technicals. And when a stock goes up as much as it does, such as Faraday did, then stochastic, it gets a little bit more overbought too fast. So it does need to consolidate, get a new good support level, and again from there it can trend up. So in reality, that is exactly what shorts are taking advantage of. But if we kind of go over here, scrape away all the BS on this chart, I'll just show you this. Shorts did have a little bit more of a tentative squeeze. Not significant, so not mother of all short squeezes, but it's good to see that they went from roughly 20% down to 16% as far as short interest. So of course, I think that's a pretty good thing as well. Looking at options activity, this is extremely optimistic, very bullish. And what I mean by that is today there's been $67.5 thousand in call premiums being purchased versus 35 in puts. So clearly people are anticipating it to go up very much so. These three candles right here are very much just linked to shorts hedging their bets. But keep in mind, shorts would not be hedging their bets if they did not feel that Faraday had a very strong likelihood of continuing to trend up. But keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys always do your own due diligence at the end of the day. At the time of doing this video, there is no SEC filings as far as press releases. This did come out. So as far as this right here, so the developer co-creation event, and they got big names out there, one of which was this guy. Honestly, I don't know his name, to be honest. He seemed very familiar, and when I watched this, I guess my wife watches Selling Sunset, and yeah, lo and behold, that is him. And actually even says in the PR right here, Selling Sunset. So once again, they do have a lot of good names that are able to showcase this, and even going forward, that is just going to help word of mouth so much more. So that's just my own interpretation. On a side note, one thing I just wanted to bring up, with, for instance, Faraday being a 383 mil market cap company, Faraday is very good at updating their website and their PR. So that's just something that you need to consider as well, because similar market cap companies, they don't really update anything. They don't update their investors. So a lot of them are left in the dark, whereas Faraday, they're very good. They know behind the scenes to have a positive sentiment is absolutely key for success going forward. So once again, that's just my own interpretation of that. When it comes down to it, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information, SEC filings, or anything under the sun, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. I do have a link to them in the description below for a 7-day free trial. So when it comes down to it though, I want to give you a good overview. So a lot of big money, as you can see, has been getting in. Based on the bid and the ask, a lot of these have been buys. More specifically, ever since the 31st, a lot of big money has been getting in. So when it comes down to it, I feel that this consolidation, what is happening today, is just temporary. So of course, right now, given the price right now, it is trading between, it looks like the R1 and the R2. So of course, as long as I can stay above this 27-cent range, which most likely it will today, then I do feel that it most likely will be able to test and break past this 30.5-cent mark and continue to trend up, because this consolidation, what's been happening over the last couple of days, is very nice and natural. I know it's very scary to see a stock go down 10.5% or whatever it is, but generally for the long-term health of the stock is very good. And keep in mind, Faraday, even though it's very good and it's had a good run, this is just the tip of the iceberg on potentially how high it can go. Because a stock such as Faraday, as long as they get all their ducks in a row and they do everything as what they promised, then this stock will definitely go up and appreciate significantly more than anyone can ever imagine. And one thing as well, I just wanted to put it in perspective. So on the actual chart, as far as the technicals, it is higher percentile of the Bollinger Band and above the 50-day moving average. With it being above the 50-day moving average, generally that is very difficult for a growth stock such as Faraday, and when it does, it usually goes on a very fast rally. And what I mean by that is, as soon as it did get over that 50-day moving average, it went on a very fast run, even in regards to this, but unfortunately didn't really have that much going on there. But still, there is a lot of good updates operationally as of late, so a lot of good justification for it to trend higher. The only thing it fundamentally needs right now is just people to be patient. And so over and above that though, looking at the momentum indicator, shows number of retail investors are getting in. So of course, retail is buying, big money is buying through actual common stock and through options. So definitely behind the scenes, this is getting ready for another big bump up, especially based on the technicals, like I said. So hopefully going into maybe the next couple days, so Friday and then obviously after that on Monday next week, then you could potentially see a continuation of a nice squeeze. But of course, even though technically squeezes are very sexy and all the other fun jazz, it does usually cause a lot more consolidation on things like that. So once again, I personally would rather see a nice step laddered approach such as what has happened right here versus these kind of scenarios, because when it goes like this, it usually does pull back down quite heavily. But of course, a lot of different things could happen in the short term. This is why I did say, if you are investing in Faraday, believe in its actual business, then invest in the long term. That is where you're going to make the most money, my own opinion. But once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Even though Faraday is going down, sideways, whatever it is doing in the short term, take advantage of free things, and that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, so it is a complete no-brainer. So take advantage, just get that one free stock, and hopefully it is that 2000 or maybe just Tesla. There's a lot of different stocks out there that you can get. So once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Take advantage of this deal, like I said, for a limited time only. And with that said, let's all make a lot of money on Faraday.